Hello everyone, thank you for joining me today. In today's video, I'm going to go through the review of the Majohn A3 really briefly. I bought this on eBay from seller Pins World. I've had this for about a month, so I've gotten to use it quite a bit, and I think I kind of have a feel for the pluses and minuses of this pen. So this is I would say a copy, kind of a copy of the Pilot Capless LS. I will put some pictures of the Capless LS on the screen so you can see where it is similar and where it differs a bit. The biggest difference that I see is where the clip is located. So for this one, as you can see, the clip is up here and it's kind of seated in this part of the band here. Whereas on the LS, it's more embedded into the body of the pen. So on the LS, I think, although I've never used an LS, I think that clip system is a lot more ideal than this one. And I say that because for me, I don't have very strong fingers. So I can't really lift up this clip very well. And if I try to, say, put a piece of paper here, and try to get something a little thicker. So I'll use, say, this Atlas Stationers. It's a struggle because what happens is that whatever you're putting under here, it wants to hook onto the top of the band right there. So it's very hard to just put this into something. And if you do get it past the band, then it's going to hit this part of the clip. So for me, the clip isn't very usable, at least not in this configuration. I think maybe I will try after this video to move it down, because you can move it. You can actually also remove it. But the good thing about this clip system is that I know not everyone likes this version of the A3 and the vanishing point because they have the clip down here. For me, I do like it because I can rest my fingers on it. Also with the Decimo, it's also down here. I know a lot of people don't like that, so this may be a good option for those people that don't like the clip being down where your fingers rest. But other than that, I think this is a good pen. It does feel pretty solid. It has a good weight to it. I will put the dimensions and everything on the screen as well. It feels very quality. So outside here you have a plastic or a resin, but inside it's all metal. So it seems to be constructed very well. And same with this, it's all metal on the inside, and it does feel like a very solid pen. And this is really no different from the Vanishing Point or the A1 and A2s. It does come with this converter, as well as it also comes with an empty cartridge that you can use in here to add your own ink. I just prefer to use the converter. And other than that, it's pretty much very similar to, I would say, the A1 and A2. For me, I just prefer the A2. I just like to just click it. The biggest difference between this and the A2 and the Vanishing Point is that, yeah, you can press it here to extend the nib, but to actually retract the nib, you turn it, and you're turning it clockwise. But if you don't want to push it to extend the nib, you can also just twist this to extend the nib and then twist it in the other direction too. So it's kind of a cross between the A2 or the Vanishing Point and this Decimo here. Or not Decimo, this Firmo. So the Firmo also uses this kind of a system, this twist system. There is no push system on this. It's solely twist. And so the good thing about the twist is that, yes, it is quieter. So you aren't going to annoy your classmates or your people that are next to you. And it's a very smooth mechanism. Nothing gets caught or anything. So I'm just gonna do some quick writing samples and show you. This is inked with Pilot Iroshizuku Kujaku. Of course, I had to use a blue ink. It wouldn't be me if I didn't use blue or green. So just do a little swatch here to show you what Kujaku looks like. It's a beautiful, rich blue. One of my favorite Pilot inks. I use this exclusively, Kujaku, in my Leonardo Memento Zero Grande Bohemian Twilight, and also my Pilot Silverin. It's likely I will probably change this to something else at some point, but I just wanted to ink it up real quick. So the pen is the Majohn A3, and Majohn does have the A1, which is this one. They also have the A2, which is a resin version, and now they have this one, and it does say Majohn there on the side, and also on that band there. The nib is an extra fine, and these, like the A1 and A2, they only come in extra fine. I do wish they would expand their nib options for these. And the ink, as I said, is Pilot Iroshizuku Kujaku. But the extra fine nib is fairly dry. And it is a nail of a nib, so there's not going to be any line weight variation. But this nib is very smooth, especially for an extra fine. So I'll zoom in here a little bit to show you a little bit better. That's what it looks like, and this is Rhodia dot grid paper. It's just beautiful. And although I do like the clip band down here, this is very comfortable. This section has enough girth to it that I can hold on to it pretty well, and it's not slippery at all, so it's very comfortable. And then the Yoseka nib log, I forgot to do my line width. I would say this is probably about a 0.3. I'm running out of ink. I say that's probably about a 0.3. I just made it. So we have Majohn A3, an extra fine, and as I said, it's a 0.3 millimeter line width. There's the ink that I'm using, Quick Brown Fox. As you can see, he is very dry. No line weight variation. And those are some of my thoughts. It is a nice nib. As I said, it's a good weight. The clip I find to be a bit useless, but overall it's an excellent pen. And like I said, I think this is really for, the person that doesn't like the vanishing point or the A1 and A2 because the clip is down here. I think it's the nib itself is just a perfect blend of smoothness and a little bit of feedback. And I would say at this early stage, I guess I'm kind of still in the honeymoon stage with this pen. I do believe that this is probably one of the top extra fine nibs in my collection. It's just a perfect writing extra fine nib. And although I'm low on ink, it's come back a little bit. It's very reliable. I haven't had any issues with this pen at all. But yeah, other than the clip, I think this is and the fact that it only comes in extra fine, I think this is a solid offering from Majohn. And that's pretty much all I had today. It's going to be probably a quick one. Usually my videos are probably about half an hour or so, but that's pretty much all I had to say about the Majohn A3. I forget how much I paid for it. I will put that on the screen as well, but it wasn't expensive. Probably about the same as the A1. But thank you all for watching. Thanks to all the new subscribers. I do appreciate it. If you have any questions about this pen or any other pen, feel free to put it in the comments, or you can email me as well. My email address is on my page somewhere. Okay, take care.